What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is protein intake. Is protein overrated? How much protein should you take per meal? How much protein should you take in a day? Is protein underrated? Are you wasting protein? Is protein expensive? I mean, I won't discuss is protein expensive, but I hope you get the point. But before I start, I want to let you know about an observation that I made. I've observed two kind of fitness YouTubers, okay? The first kind are the cute ones. Simple, they just go to WebMD, find out short-term remedies like lose 10 kgs, very low calorie diets and all that. The second types of fitness YouTubers are the real ones in my opinion, and I hope you guys put me in the second category, because these type of fitness YouTubers, they try to help you, they try to give information that will help you improve performance, improve your aesthetics, get stronger, get bigger, and behave like an athlete. And when you when you mix all of that features into one person, you are a healthy person, right? So yeah, I hope that you put me in that category. And also a quick compliment for my subscribers, that I've met a lot of my subscribers, and when I look at them, I'm 100% sure they are, they are well informed. Their knowledge has really improved because of the videos they follow, and I'm pretty sure they don't follow the cute YouTubers. And if I give them 100 kg or 20 kg dumbbells to lift, they'll easily lift it. Okay, so I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So this video is for those kind of people, who are looking to improve performance in the long run, not short-term remedies, not short-term drinks, long-term remedies or long-term, help for you. Okay, since humans require protein for hundreds of reasons, but the main reason we are looking into is improving body composition, that is improving muscle mass and reducing fat mass, right? So of course we know protein, muscles are like protein, muscles and protein are like, this is muscles and protein, okay, always like this, okay? So to build muscle you need protein, but how much protein? That is the question people have. But before we go into building muscle, we need to look about functioning normally as a human being, right? So for that you need 50 to 60 grams of protein in a day, depending on your body weight. Like if you are 80 kgs, get 80 grams of protein in a day. That will keep you healthy, function normally. And there are other benefits also. It will keep you lean if you're a lean person, and won't make you eat too much food, which we will talk about later, okay? So that is the minimum requirement for protein. That's for the cute fitness YouTubers. We are not cute, we are like, looking to improve, right? So yeah, how much protein? Now in many studies they have found that 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight is required, and I completely agree with that. I've made millions of videos on that as well. But most of the studies they did were short term, okay? Now I found a study which they did for 6 months, and they came out with the conclusion that 1.2 grams of protein to 2 grams of protein or 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight is required when it comes to improving performance, that is improving strength, improving muscle and all that, okay? So I'll put a graph quickly on the screen. This graph compares the low protein and high protein groups for their squat and bench press 3 rep and 6 rep maxes. You can clearly see that the people who did high protein or followed a high protein diet, they improved their 3 rep maxes and 6 rep maxes for both exercises considerably over a period of 6 months. And that 6 months is really important because it's a long term study and not a short term study, okay? And yes, the difference is very less, but this is just a 6 month study. Let's consider the same people for 10 years, and when you compare these two groups for 10 years, the difference will be on a larger scale, okay? So it clearly shows that high protein is more beneficial when it comes to building muscle. Now how much is that high protein? How much is that upper limit, okay? So the upper limit, according to 8 different people, they gave 8 different numbers, okay? But the lowest number is 1.2, and the highest number is 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. What about consuming more than that? Like 2.2 grams is like 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, right? So I believe that, this is my humble opinion, that consume 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Now the second, I hope I cleared that point. Now one question that I've been getting off lately is how much protein can our body absorb in a meal, okay? Again, that question shouldn't be asked actually, because at the end of the day our body will use whatever is consumed, because when you consume, if your body is like you're eating too much protein, it will be excreted, okay, through urea or whatever, or it can even be oxidized, it can be used for energy and all that thing, right? So protein can be used either way, but how much protein for to improve your anabolism or to improve muscle protein synthesis or whatever. So there have been multiple studies on this as well, but what I found out is having between 20 or 25 to 45 grams of protein in a meal, depending on your daily protein intake. That is 0.4 grams of protein per meal, okay, 0.4 grams of protein per kg per meal to 0.55 grams of protein per kg per meal. And this is dependent on your protein intake, and we are considering 4 meals in a day. So you can do the math, I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, protein absorption, it's overrated. Don't think a lot about your protein intake, just eat enough protein. Like for example, some people who do intermittent fasting, right, which is very popular these days, if they want to consume 150 grams of protein or 170 grams of protein or 180 grams of protein, and they don't have enough time, what are they going to do? They're just going to have to fit it into 3 meals, right? So it's okay, your body will finally get adjusted to it, don't worry. But what I would suggest is, I've spoken about muscle protein synthesis, that it lasts for up to 36 to 48 hours post workout. So remember guys, always have protein in every meal, and it'll keep you satiated. Now from moving on from absorption to the real importance of protein, I feel now when you're bulking, when you're at a caloric surplus, hunger is not a problem. We have a lot of carbs, we have a lot of fats, we have a lot of total macros for the day, right? So we won't feel hungry. So at that time you don't have to even go up to 1 gram of protein, I believe, because there's no chance of losing muscle anyway. And you found that even 1.5 grams of protein per kg of body weight can help you build muscle. Now when you're cutting, and that's what most people are looking for to reduce body fat, right? When you're cutting, you tend to get hungry, right? In that case, it is always better to go to the upper limit of protein intake, because protein keeps you satiated, and they are found in multiple studies in obese people. And I mean, of course you have to make these kind of studies in obese people, because lean people don't have one of the reasons why they're lean is because they can they know how to be lean. But people who are obese, who have metabolic syndromes and all that, for them they found that improved protein intake actually helped them be full. Of course when you eat it with the carb and fat macro as well, when you include those as well, it helped them be full, and that actually improved their tendency to not go towards food all the time. So the more fuller you are, the lesser calories you are going to consume throughout the day. And that's why sometimes when I cut, no matter what body weight someone is at, I will ask them to consume 2 grams of protein per kg, or 2.2 or even 2.4 grams of protein per kg of body weight, just so that they don't feel hungry all the time. Okay, and when you add it with fats and carbs, that will really help you. So protein keeps you satiated, and that in the long run will help you put on some muscle mass as well, especially when you're a beginner or a fat guy or an obese guy. It will really help you improve lean muscle mass and reduce body fat as well. And protein is highly thermogenic, which means it will release heat. Imagine protein as a mild fat burner. Okay, even fat burners, they don't actually go directly into fat burning, they improve thermogenesis, and protein is also thermogenic more than carbs and more than fat. So consume good amount of protein, like I said. So if you feel a lot if you are hungry, most of the times increase your protein intake, reduce your fat intake. That's the best way to go. But at the end of the day, have a balanced meal no matter what. So guys, the next question about protein is about protein supplements. Will they help you will they keep you anabolic most of the times than just maybe consuming chicken or fish or anything like that, or eggs? So in the long run, again, this is a long term, it doesn't actually improve that much. Okay, maybe 0.1% or 0.2%, because like I said, your long term results are based on how consistent you are and how consistent you are with your protein intake. So always remember that just whey protein will not help you, but protein supplements can really help you hit your protein requirements for the day. Like especially vegetarians, or vegans. In India, it will be really hard for them to hit the protein requirement with just eating food that are available in India. So without keeping the caloric intake in check. So I would suggest you get a supplement just to help you hit your protein intake. And I do not believe that do not believe people who say that they have built a lot of muscle being a vegan and consuming 80 grams of protein, because most of them, they have been a meat eater for a longer period of time in their life, which means they started lifting as a non-vegetarian, which helps them reach their protein intake easily, and they've been doing that for 3-4 years. They build a good body, and then when the gains slow down, they exactly look the same. So remember, this is my opinion on protein, and I've shown you a couple of studies as well, and I hope I answered few questions about protein. And I think these are the only things you should know about protein. Protein is overrated by some people, protein is underrated by some people, but you need to have a balance. Okay, consume between 1.2 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, and it'll be absolutely fine. So I hope this video helped you out, and make gains, improve performance, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you all guys. Peace out.